Namaste parents and namaste dear children. Please sit down.
न ही सुप्तस्य सिंहस्य प्रविशन्ति मुखे मृग, अर्थात परिश्रम से ही कार्य सिद्ध होते हैं, मन में सोचने मात्र से नहीं, क्योंकि सोए हुए शेर के मुंह में कभी हिरन स्वयं प्रवेश नहीं करते। Today, I, Sarika Mahajan, feel very privileged and honored to stand here and acknowledge the achievements of our brilliant students who made proud both our school as well as the parents. I welcome respected Madam Principal, Mrs. Gulchan Kaur, Vice Principal, Mrs. Sonia Pabi, proud parents and everyone present here to this magnificent Medha Manyata Divas. अनेकता में एकता, यह हमारे भारत की विशेषता है। हम सब भारतीय सभी धर्मों का समान रूप से आदर करते हैं। यही ध्यान में रखते हुए हम आज के कार्यक्रम का आगाज करेंगे सर्वधर्म प्रार्थना से। तो लीजिए भवन विद्यालय के विद्यार्थियों द्वारा प्रस्तुत सर्वधर्म प्रार्थना। The strongest factor for success is self-esteem. Believing I can do it, believing I deserve it, believing I will get it. An important segment of this glorious day is Talk with Achievers, where we have our high flyers who will be sharing with us the tips to capture the summit. Now I request Ms. Aradhya Vashisht for the further proceedings.
Thank you so much, Sarika ma'am. Swami Vivekananda had once said, take up an idea. Make that one idea your entire life. Think of it. Dream of it. Live on that idea. Let your brain, muscles, nerves, every part of your body be full of that idea. Now that is your way to success. Greetings, respected Madam Principal, eminent dignitaries, worthy teachers, proud parents, and my fellow Bhavanites. I am Aradhya, a student of Class 12 Humanities, and it is with immense pleasure that I stand before this August gathering to be the host for the 4th season of Talk with the Achievers. Achievers Talk is an innovative concept wherein we are joined by Bhavan's pass out, who have excelled in their respective varied fields and made us all proud. The aim of Achievers Talk is not just to motivate young Bhavanites, but also to create a space where ambitious minds can connect with the achievers, seek guidance, learn from their experiences, and resolve any and all kinds of queries they may have with achievers that are close to their age. So, without further ado, it is with immeasurable pride and honor that I welcome upon the stage our achievers from the batch of 2022 to 23. Let us give a huge round of applause for Mr. Manas Mehra from Science. Sir is a role model for all of us students, a perfect example of how one can balance academics and co-curriculars. Next, let us welcome Ms. Priyanka Shokan from 12 Humanities. Huge round of applause for ma'am. An exceptional speaker, a dedicated student, a kind-hearted human being, and a friend to all. Ma'am is your go-to person for all kinds of situations. Let us now give a huge round of applause for Mr. Nirmit Grover from Commerce. With a bright smile and never faltering positive aura and an ever helpful nature, sir is one person you'll always have something new to learn from. I now call Mr. Nikhil Sharma from 12 Humanities. Let us give him a huge round of applause. With a never-give-up attitude and a will of steel, disciplined, dedicated, focused, and resilient are just some adjectives that describe Sir. Let us give our achievers a huge round of applause. We welcome all our panelists. I would like to begin by introducing Manas Sir. Sir is an AP scholar with honors, has scored a 99 percentile in the SAT exam, had a 96.2% in his board exam in the non-medical stream combined with economics, so was also the economics school topper with a 99 in his board exams. It is these qualities that have allowed Sir to get acceptance into the National University of Singapore that has an acceptance rate of less than 5% and is ranked 8th world over. Let us give Sir a huge round of applause. So your subject choice of physics, maths and chemistry, basically subjects that are typically associated with non-medical, combined with economics, has definitely busted the myth that economics is just a subject for students of commerce and humanities. So my question to you is that why did you choose this assorted subject combination, and did it help you get acceptance into a university as prestigious as the National University of Singapore?
Right, thank you. So I'll talk about three things here. One was why I chose economics as a subject. What were my life goals while taking the subject? Two, how the subject sort of helps you to navigate through 21st century life skills. And finally, I'll talk about how I got accepted into NUS Singapore. So while choosing economics, I was trying to go with something that would sort of help me create another field that sort of I can rely on if computer science does not work. Because with AI and everything, computer science is now being less and less in work, and so economics sort of helps me navigate into fields such as fintech and all of these opportunities. They sort of open up. So that is why I wanted to have a subject that was different from my conventional subjects, and that sort of allows me to navigate into something entirely different. It sort of works as a backup. Secondly, I'll talk about how things nowadays are very interdisciplinary. It's not the conventional, you take up one subject and you stick to it. So everything is now being applied into some other field. So computer science, for example, has applications in finance, has application in all these other fields. Tesla is in fact, hiring philosophy graduates just because it wants to incorporate philosophy with AI, and AI has that sort of thing. So with today's 21st century skills, it becomes very important that you are able to sort of leverage interdisciplinary skills into your curriculum, into your field, into your niche. And finally, I'll talk about how colleges, they sort of weigh in subjects. So I wanted to take up a difficult subject for my fifth option subject. I had options of taking food production, music, dance, all of those, but I wanted to take up something more rigorous that sort of shows colleges that I can navigate through rigorous coursework and I can excel in those difficult subjects while doing other extracurriculars as well. So that sort of creates an impression that allows you to get into these selective competitive universities.
Thank you so much, sir. So your words were very motivating, very encouraging, and give us a new dimension to economics as a whole. I personally have seen you with a scholar badge on your chest, walking around the corridors of the school, participating in every event, putting thoughts into every event, and it's just really motivating to see you sitting here. Let's give sir a huge round of applause. I now move on to Priyanka ma'am. Ma'am has cleared the cutoff for IIM Ranchi, had a rank as high as 250 in the CUET examination, and was a school corps member. Ma'am, we would really love to know a little bit more about you, please. Would you please do the honors?
Namaste everybody. As Aradhya introduced me, I'm Priyanka. I was a student of humanities and I was a part of the school corps. Currently I'm pursuing a Bachelor's of Arts degree in economics with a minor in stats. And in school I used to be somebody who was there in almost everything that the school had to offer. I was somebody who used to debate a lot. I also was really into painting and art, and school corps also presented a lot of opportunities that I could go into. For example, one opportunity that came along was working with even Ministry of Education for things like the Prerna school that is currently being established. So when I was in school in 12th, it really used to be a dream for me to actually picture myself sitting here, and now that I can actually see myself sitting here today, it really is a dream come true. And all that I have to say is everything that I am today is because of all of the opportunities that I got from Bhavan, being a student of Bhavan since 6th grade. and the confidence that I got from all of the teachers that I had, the caring attitude that they have, and the concern that they have for you to experience all that you can while you are here, it is really commendable, and I doubt that this is something that you can find anywhere else. So thank you so much. It is actually it is a really great opportunity to be actually sitting here, and thank you so much.
Thank you so much, ma'am. As I mentioned earlier, ma'am, you got a rank of 250 in your CUET exam, which is, of course, a major achievement in itself, but more so considering the freshness and the uniqueness of this exam. So we would love to know a little about your preparation, as I've also heard you did not take any extra coaching or anything. You were preparing for CUET on your own while managing school corps and, of course, the school board studies. So how was it? What was it like?
So CUET is an examination that not a lot of people are really aware of. And even though our batch was the second one to go for the exam, it even for me was something really new to delve into. I used to Google on my computer to search about what CUET actually is like, since there is no information about what cutoffs you need to get or what score is actually an ideal score for you to get into the college that you want. So since CUET being something new, a lot of information is not really out there. But one thing that is really nice about CUET is that it really focuses on what subjects you have in 12th. So CUET is something which is an examination that is not too out of the ordinary. It focuses on very basic and key concepts that everybody studies in 12th. So to prepare for that examination, as Aradhya mentioned, even though I was involved in a lot of activities while I was in school, still managing CUET was not very difficult. One thing that everybody really needs is a proper plan to manage whatever they're preparing for. Since I also did not go for CUET alone, I gave 2 examinations, which was CUET and IPMAT. Both of them being fairly new to the entrances scene. So one thing that everybody should keep in mind is making a proper plan and a proper strategy to manage your time. But otherwise, these examinations, CUET and IPMAT, on the core, what they really assess is what your aptitude is like. So for CUET, even paying attention in class, or even reading your textbooks properly, and also going one step far and actually delving into your subjects. For example, if one has economics, so reading newspapers every day and seeing how those concepts actually apply in your daily life. And for IPMAT, actually keeping yourself updated with whatever is going on, that really makes you go a long way. So even though this is something which you might feel a bit confused about, but if you stay focused on whatever that it is that you want to do, I think that would be more than enough. So yes.
Thank you so much, ma'am. A huge round of applause for ma'am. Before I move forward, ma'am, you are such an amazing human being to know, to work with, and you inspire such confidence and faith in everybody around you, so much so that Madam Principal herself envisions you to be a UPSC topper one day. I think that deserves a huge round of applause. A famous quote by Winston Churchill goes, "Success is not final. Failure is not fatal. It is the courage to continue that counts." Nikhil sir, you are the perfect embodiment of this example, of this quotation. I would like to tell the audience that Nikhil sir comes from a humanities background, and as I'm sure you've guessed from his posture, has just been recommended for the National Defence Academy from the Service Selection Board of Allahabad. I would like to re-emphasize here the Service Selection Board from Allahabad, which is considered to be amongst the toughest selection boards countrywide. So I think that is a major, major achievement, and so we are very, very proud of you. And I'm sure you'll make the country even prouder with your dedication and resilience. So from from not being able to clear the National Defence Academy's written examination, which is taken by the UPSC, a rather unknown fact, but it's a really difficult examination. From not being able to clear it in your first attempt to getting recommended in your second one, what was your preparation like, and how did you overcome such a major obstacle that had the potential of catching off guard even the strongest of individuals?
Starting off, I would like to say that failures are a part of journey. I would tell that when I failed in my first written examination, I felt dejected as a person. But I tell you, you should never attach failure to a person. You should always attach it to an event. For example, you might score low on a test, but it is not you who is incapable. It is your efforts which were not there, or it was the luck at that point of time which was not with you. But I would say with the right amount of preparation and hard work, you will definitely get through. I would like to tell that in SSB, Service Selection Board, you should never copy other answers. You should always be original. As in, I'd say when someone is taking your interview and you are listening to that online, or like you are watching videos on Life in Academy and being happy about the NDA ball and IMA ball and being motivated about it. Your reasons could be different, your reasons could be personalized, and that what makes your answer you. You are unique. So your answer is that what you have to believe in, and you need to follow with that personalization of your answer, not with the correctness, or I would say if it gets wrong. So speak from your heart and be logical in your answers. That way it can help you. And starting off with the preparation, I would say in Service Selection Board, personality plays an important role. So as 1/3 of our day is spent in school, our personality is developed and groomed in school level. So the activities such as the NSS, NCC and all other extracurricular activities with the environment our teachers provide us is an amazing part to develop our personality as a whole for life. So I would say you should always develop as a human being for life and not for just the 5 days process of SSB. So that's my take, and my last message to you would be, there's this quote and I'm really inspired from it. कर्म ही तुम्हारा कल होगा, कर्म ही तुम्हारा कर्म कल होगा. अगर कर्म में सच्चाई है तो कर्म का फल कहाँ निष्फल होगा.
So your words were indeed very motivating, and I'm sure each and every Bhavanite sitting here has been motivated to join the Defence Forces. I would like to emphasize here, there is no service, there is no occupation as good, as motivating and as fulfilling as the Defence Forces are serving your country. So thank you for serving our country. I'm sure you'll be serving our country very, very soon. Thank you so much. Our next achiever is not just an achiever academically. He's a blogger, an entrepreneur, a student of hotel management, and a person with the capability to light up any room he walks in. Let's give a huge round of applause for Mr. Nimit Grover.
Namaste everyone. So I'll be covering how to crack your entrance exams right now. So basically entrance exams are basically the time pressure things they give you, how to handle your time, how to manage your time, how can you crack your exams. So basically there are 3 things. 1, how do you crack any exam? 2nd, how do you crack entrance exams in specific, and what role does school play in cracking your exams? Exams are basically, you need to be dedicated and regular in following your exams. You need to create a timetable. You need to know what the exam specifically wants from you, what is expected from you during the examination. You need to create a proper timetable. You need to follow it. You need to be regular in your things. Exams basically create pressure, and that's the thing which entrance exam do. It's a lot of time pressure. You need to handle pressure. In pressure, basically people panic. They create mistakes. When you create mistakes, that's the point when you lag behind. You need to handle your panics. You need to calm down, just relax, take a deep breath and do again. Give it another start and you will be there. And the school there has been always there for me when I needed it. I have basically cracked 3 exams I did NCH. I gave NCHM JE, which is an entrance exam for hospitality line. I got All India rank 235 in it, and I also gave an entrance exam in Christ for hospitality industry, and in Narsimunji I was selected in all three of them, and I also cracked their interviews as well. When it came to interview, the school played a major role. I have been participating in every other event which the school has been organizing. From taking part in it, from organizing it, I have been there everywhere. Thanks to Madam Principal for always encouraging me, motivating me and guiding me what to do and when to do and how to do. She always gave me the right guidance that this is what you can do and setting me above standards every time. Thank you, ma'am, for always being there for me.
Thank you so very much, sir. I would like to restate here that sir is an entrepreneur. He's running 2 businesses. He's a blogger. He has a lot of social media accounts with massive amount of followings. I've seen them. They're very amazing. I've tasted his food. He cooks really well. And of course, he's a brilliant student. Let's give him a huge round of applause. I would like to thank the Achievers for having joined us today, for taking out time from their busy schedules and gracing this event with their presence. You have motivated each and every one of us to someday be here on the other side, from that grey uniform to this formal attire on the stage. And thank you for coming here and encouraging young minds. We hope to stay connected to you in one form or another. Thank you so very much, Achievers. I would also like to state here, since it comes to connecting and remaining in touch, a lot of you might not have been able to put forward your questions today. So I would like to invite you all to put forward your questions or queries that you have to ask our Achievers or other Achievers on an email ID specially created for it. The email ID is bhavanbosa@gmail.com. Bosa is B-O-S-A. I repeat, bhavanbosa, BOSA@gmail.com. Bosa here stands for Bhavan's Old Student Association. One final time, a huge round of applause for our Achievers. I now request Madam Principal and Madam Vice Principal to come to the stage and present our Achievers with letters of appreciation and tokens of gratitude. Huge round of applause for ma'am.
Kindly give them a huge round of applause.
I request the Achievers, Madam Principal and Madam Vice Principal to come forth for a group photograph.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, children, for inspiring each and everyone present here. I'll be concluding this segment with a very short poem that is Path of Success. Make the way of success with the little chunks of hard work. Dream big with open eyes. Let the world build your steps. That golden path coated in the swarm of sunset's light. Intend you to go far and never to drown. Sleep with silence, feed yourself with amity. Travel alone and not to lose your identity. The day will come definitely when you cover the distance of what you are and what you want to do. Thank you. Now further ado, let's start with the very important segment of this auspicious ceremony. I request respected Madam Principal, Mrs. Gulshan Kaur, to kindly grace the stage and felicitate our shining star. I request Vice Principal, Mrs. Sonia Kabir, to kindly escort ma'am. Let's start with a huge round of applause. Category, we have class 10 students who scored 95% and above aggregate in the CBSE board exam 22-23. Give them a big round of applause. First, we have Tanvi Handa. On behalf of Tanvi, we have the proud parents of Tanvi to receive the awards. Kindly give her a big round of applause. Tanvi was very meticulous. She was the captain of Satyam House, very sincere and hard-working child. Audience, let the auditorium to the sound of the clapping. Next, we have parents of Samriddhi Mehrotra. She was very passionate, sincere and a hard-working child. Continue with your clapping. Next in line, we have Tanush Gupta, a great scientific temperament, very obedient child and a sincere, very meticulous in his work. Next, we have Akshata Jain, a silent worker, very calm and very composed. Next in line, we have Kimaya Agarwal, very obedient and sincere child. She is always meticulous in her work. Next in line, Arushi Seni, very passionate for her work, the pleasing personality. Audience, I request to stop with your clapping, please. Next, we have Suhani Boxy, with a great personality, always with a pleasing smile and sincere in her work. Now I request the proud parents of Pratyush Sharma to receive the award. Pratyush is having a great scientific temperament, very active, very energetic child. Give him a big round of applause. Next, we have Rayan Kapoor, very focused child, very organized in his work. Next in line, we have Srishti Jindal, very passionate child, always hardworking and with a pleasing smile that you can see right now also. Next, we have Madhur Jain, a maths genius, meticulous in his work, that's why he's here today. Next, Gauri Agarwal, a very obedient child, optimistic and always well organized in her work. Next, Harshita. She is the national level player of roller hockey. I think she needs more clapping for it. Next in line, Aviral Jha, very interactive child, well-mannered and obedient. Now we have Tarushi Sapra, very responsible, a part of the house and with a pleasing personality. Next is Harshit Kansal, a very focused and well-organized, he is a very hard-working child. Audience, I don't want the claps to be stopped, please. Next, we have Saksham Kumar, all-rounded, brilliant student, always a part of different activities and always make the school proud. Now I request proud parents of Abhimanyu Yadav to receive the award. A Abhimanyu. Okay, we have Abhimanyu with us, right? Abhimanyu is very focused and meticulous in his work. Next, we have Trisha Ahuja, very calm and very hardworking. She is always well organized in her work. Next, we have Pratibha, who is very serene and obedient child. In the next, we have Pratibha. Pratibha is done? Okay. Sorry audience, maybe a mistake. Next, we have Bhavan Kumar, who is a silent worker with a pleasing personality. Next, Neil Sachdev. He is very focused, silent and hardworking child. Next we have Arnav Singh. I'll be requesting the proud parents to receive the award. He's having a great scientific temperament and very meticulous in his work. Next we have Tejasvi Nehra, a very hardworking and a focused child. Next, I request Abhiraj Kumar. Okay, I request the proud parents of Abhiraj to receive the award. Abhiraj is well-mannered and very interactive child. Next, I request Ishika Bandhal, who is very hardworking, obedient, and she was the captain of Shubham House. Next, we have Riya, a silent worker with a pleasing personality. Audience, continue with the clap, please. Next, Vanya Sharma, with a great scientific temperament and very meticulous in her work. I request Vaibhav Bhardwaj, who is very hardworking and a focused child. Next we have Purva Dhingra, a very sincere and a serene personality. Now I request Punya Chehel, who is always smiling and very optimistic. I request Tuti to come and receive the award, who is very calm and composed and a well-mannered child. Next we have Vinayak Vansal, who is very sincere and a hardworking child. Now I request Ashina Gupta, who is very obedient and a hardworking. She is well organized in her each and every work. Next, we have Bhuvi Kotiyal, very calm and a cooperative child. She always provides the cooperation in each and every field. Now we have Navya Su, a very meticulous, hardworking and an obedient child. Now I invite Shruti Gautam, who is very calm, composed and a well-mannered child. Next we have Palak Bhardwaj, a silent worker, well-behaved, a sincere child. Next I request the parents of Jatish Gupta to kindly receive the award. Jatish is very focused and hardworking. Kindly. Now we have Soumya Dagar, very cheerful and she is a great artist. Please give them a big round of applause. Next I request Akhil Jain, a very energetic child with a great scientific temperament. Next is Panchul Singla, cheerful cheerful and always a fun-loving child who always makes others smile. Next we have Jayant Gupta, a packet full of knowledge and a balanced personality. I request proud parents of Pushkar Jain to kindly receive the award. Pushkar is very interactive and a sincere child who always follows the instructions. Audience, kindly keep clapping, please. Next, we have Natasha Lamba, a very calm and quiet. She is very meticulous in her work and always follows the instructions. Next, we have Riva Singh, a well-organized and a disciplined child. Next in line, we have Dinisha Rotarpal, a very responsible and obedient student. Now I request parents of Aks Jindal to kindly come and receive the awards. I think they couldn't make it out, fine. Next we have proud parents of Zorawar. Kindly ma'am receive the award on behalf of Zorawar. Zorawar is very sincere child and is having a pleasing personality. At the end, I request once again to give them a big round of applause for scholastic. Few students couldn't attend this ceremony due to their commitments for their educational institute, but I would like to speak their names. It's Gaurav Garg, Pranav Pratap Singh, Sanskriti Khatri, Ishant Singla, Navya, Shreya Katkar, Aditi Srishti and Abhav Goyal. I want you to clap for them. Now we have reached to the second category of this ceremony where we are going to give the achievements to the class 12 students for scoring 90% and above aggregate in their plus 2 exam CBSE 22-23. Start with the clap only. First we have parents of Rohan Mahapur, I'm sorry. Do we have the parents of Rohan? Kindly ma'am. You need to clap continuously because they are the great achievers. Rohan Bag, AIR 549 and J. And he is a child with a great personality, obedient and sincere in his work. Please give them a big round of applause. Sasmit Jha with AIR 1541. He is pursuing his BTech from IIT Roorkee. Next I request Sayam Kansal to be here. I think he couldn't make it out, but you can just see that his All India rank was 1195 and he is pursuing his IIT from Kanpur. Next we have Amisha Gupta, a very serene and very organized child. Audience, I will not allow you to stop the clapping. It's a request to continue with the clapping, please. I request parents of Sanchit Garg to kindly receive the award. Sanjit Bag, All India rank 1982 and he is pursuing his BTech from IIT Kanpur. Next, we have parents of Harshvardhan Singh. Okay, Harshvardhan is very meticulous and very organized. Next, we have parents of Puranjay Bansal. Ma'am, kindly come. Puranjay bagged AIR 3417 and he is pursuing his BTech IIT Bombay. Thank you, audience. Next we have Tanush Sharma. Okay. Parents of Tanush Sharma will be receiving the award. Tanush is doing his BTech in Computer Science from Punjab Engineering College, Chandigarh. Next in line, Sana Chopra, a very focused and very dedicated child. Next, we have Abhinav Agarwal. He is pursuing his MBBS from SRMS Noida. Now I request parents of Vasu Kansal to kindly receive the award. Vasu has bagged AIR 734 and he is pursuing his BTech from IIT Varanasi. We have full of IITs with us. Next we have Chitra. She is doing her BSc Honours from Punjab University, Chandigarh. She is very sincere and a responsible child. Now I request parents of Diptanshu Bora. He is doing his BTech from MIT. Now I request parents of Niviti Sharma to kindly come forward. Niviti is also doing her BTech from IIT Roorkee. Audience, kindly keep clapping. Next we have Dia, a very well-mannered, obedient and a sincere child who always makes us proud. Next in line we have Dhruv Khanna. I think due to some reason he is not there. Next we have Yash Rai. He is very calm and composed and always well organized in his work. We have proud parents of Dhruv Khanna to receive the award. Dhruv is very passionate, sincere and a responsible child. Audience, kindly keep clapping. Next in line we have Roshni Su, very focused and always a dedicated child. She is pursuing her BCom from Punjab University, Chandigarh. Now I request parents of Gaurika to kindly come forward and receive the award. She is doing her BBA from UPS Dehradun. Next, I request parents of Nishka Sharma to kindly come forward. Nishka is doing her BBA from the Christ University, Bangalore. Nishka is always a well-organized and well-mannered child. Krish with us, who is doing his BCom from DAV College, Chandigarh. Next, Namneet Kaur. She is doing her BCom from MCM DAV, Chandigarh. Next in line, we have Rhythm. She is doing Economic Honours from Government College, Chandigarh. I request parents of Ridhima Sharma to kindly come forward. I think they are not here, so we'll proceed ahead. Ananya Sharma, a very focused, dedicated and sincere child. Next we have Drishti Gupta, very calm and composed, obedient and always focused in her work. Next I request parents of Chaitya Jain. I think we don't have to dance right now. Next I request Janvi to come forward. Well-mannered, very disciplined, and she is a great dancer and very creative in her work. Next we have Ayush Mittal. He is very serene, very obedient. You can even make it out right now. He is a very sincere child. Next we have parents of Mansi Jindal. Next, okay. Mansi is doing her BA in Legal Studies from OP Jindal College. Audience, kindly give them a big round of applause. Next, I request Priyanka Shokal. She is very serene, passionate and hardworking. I don't think there is any requirement for introducing her. Next, we have Vansh Patyal. Can I request the parents of Vansh Patyal? Vansh is doing his graduation in Economic Honours from the Christ University. Audience, kindly keep clapping. Next we have grandmother of Kushagra Aditya. Kushagra is a great speaker. He is winning the Indian at national and international level. A very confident child. Keep clapping, audience. Next we have Palak Bhardwaj, a very sincere and meticulous child. She is always following the instructions and well organized in her work. Next we have Radhika Kumar. Next we have Ridhima Jain, a very calm and composed and a hard-working student. Next we have Matangi Sharma. Audience, you need to clap more because she has shown the splendid performance in the web application by scoring 100 on 100 marks. Next we have Manav showed the outstanding performance by getting 99 out of 100 in the subject of economics. Next, we have Garima Gupta, a remarkable performance by getting 99 out of 100 in the subject of English. I request parents of Maulik Jindal to kindly come forward and receive the award. Maulik showed marvelous performance by getting 100 on 100 in mathematics, AIR rank 19, and he is doing BTech from IIT Bombay. A big round of applause. Next we have Tanisha Gupta. Incredible performance by taking 96 out of 100 in the subject of Bio. She is pursuing her MBBS from Government Medical College, Patiala. Next we have Pratyaka. A dazzling performance by getting 100 on 100 in web application. She is doing her BCA from Energy University. Next we have Yashika Gambhir, stunning performance by getting 99 out of 100 in the subject of English. She is doing her MBBS from KGMC Lucknow. I request parents of Shaurya Mahajan to kindly come forward. Audience, you need to clap loud because he showed outstanding performance by getting 100 on 100 in legal studies, 99 out of 100 in psychology, 96 out of 100 in political science. He is doing his BA LLB from Jindal Global Law School. Next we have Vaishnavi Singh, a sparkling performance by getting 99 out of 100 in subject of English. Next I request Manya Ghai, a splendid performance by getting 99 out of 100 in subject of history, 99 out of 100 in the subject of English. I request parents of Divya Khurana to kindly come forward. She showed remarkable performance by getting 100 on 100 in web application, 94 out of 100 in subject of Hindi. She is doing her BA in Mass Communication and Journalism from St. Xavier College, Mumbai. Next, I request parents of Parinita Nanwal kindly come forward. She showed incredible performance by getting 99 out of 100 in the subject of Sociology. She is doing her graduation in Psychology and Economic Honors. A big round of applause. Next we have Lakshay Pawar, dazzling performance once again in the subject of Sociology by getting 99 out of 100. Now I request parents of Ananya Jindal to kindly come forward. She showed incredible performance in the subject of painting by getting 99 out of 100, AIR 25, and pursuing her graduation from National Institute of Design in Ahmedabad. Next we have Kritika, showed the stunning performance by getting 99 out of 100 in the subject of painting. She is a great artist. Next we have parents of Manya Jaiswal to kindly come forward. She showed a marvelous performance by getting 100 on 100 in the subject of food production. Hiya Sagar showed the outstanding performance in the field of dance, that is the subject of Kathak, by getting 99 out of 100. Next we have Lakshata Bharti. I invite proud parents of Lakshata Bharti. She got 100 on 100 in the subject of web applications, and she is doing her BSc Honors now. Thank you, ma'am. Few children, once again, they cannot be a part of this ceremony because of their commitments for their institutions. We have Vansh Rawat, Anvi Mishra, Radhika Kumar, Riddhi Talwar, Yash Babak, Ayushman Rana, Harsh Taya and Nikhil Verma. Kindly give them a big round of applause. Once again, I congratulate all the achievers and wish them good luck and success in their future endeavors. A leader is one who knows the way, goes the way and shows the way. Now with a great pleasure, I request respected Madam Principal, Mrs. Gulshan Kaur, to share her words of wisdom. Ma'am, please.
Namaste everyone. Namaste children and namaste dear parents. Please sit down. Please. It's indeed a matter of pride when we see our children outperform. As parents and teachers, we always keep, certain expectations from our children. And when they fulfill it, we are swelled with pride. In fact, this achievement has been the hard work put in by the students, their teachers and their parents. So it's good to, enjoy it to the fullest and be grateful to the Almighty for what they have achieved. A big round of applause for all our children. But this is just a beginning. The children have achieved, but they have miles to go. Miles to go before they put up an indelible mark in the history of time. And we, the parents, the teachers, we have to ensure that our children, they grow to be the beautiful human beings at the foremost. Children, we cannot rest on what we achieve. You have achieved something, it's good. Enjoy it, but again move ahead. Because once you start resting on your laurels, you will find your life stagnated. It's important that we keep moving with the passage of time and we keep making marks. I was very happy to see my children speak. They're so confident. I know as parents you all must be very proud, but as teachers, as educators, we were even prouder. We felt that how confident this young boys and girls have become, how articulate they are to put up their thoughts. It's not only academics which speaks, it's your holistic development which makes you what you have to be. Generally, we confine our success to the academic scores, but it's not always that. We'll have to see how we groom our children to capture the struggles of life, how we groom our children to grow and be competent enough that the world salutes them for what they are. And for this, we need to give them all kind of experiences in simulation. We need to give them that platform to explore themselves. I remember Nirmit coming to me and asking, ma'am, should I go for BBA, BCom or should I go for food production? What should I go for? I'm in a dilemma. I'm getting admission in this, I'm getting admission here as well. I just asked him, follow your heart. What is it that you feel that you lose the sense of time or you're interested in? The thing which you love doing will be the thing which will bring you, which will scale you up to great heights and will bring joy to your life. As adults, let us reflect. How many of us, we take our job, we take our work as worship, as passion, and as the first love? And how many of us will feel frustrated and disgusted with what we are doing? Because at times, if the choice is not made by a balance created between head and heart, it will lead to a great toll on the heart and more on the brain when we refer to mental health issues. So why not encourage our children to do what they love to do and make a mark in what they do? So that is where I think Nirmit took up the aptitude test. He was guided, he came up, he cleared IHM examinations. He was selected for IHM Aurangabad. When he came in first to me, ma'am, I'm selected at IHM Aurangabad. And that was in the month of Feb, I remember, before your board exams. And thereafter, he came later and he said, I have qualified IHM Mumbai and IHM Pusa Road also. Now I'm in a dilemma, which institute to choose. So we asked him that choose the institute which has got a good ranking but which gives you an exposure. And that is where he chose IHM Pusa Road. I'm so glad he has gone a long way. Same thing comes with Manas. Manas has been from the stream of science. And it's always a myth, I would say, that the children who take up medical, non-medical are only glued to the books. They cannot move ahead with any extracurriculars or the co-curriculars and all. But Manas has been an exception. He has been a role model for all those students sitting there with non-medical. He proved that you can make a beautiful balance between, when you go interdisciplinary, as he stated, and when you go, as a holistic. For your holistic growth, you'll have to be balanced in every activity. You need to explore yourself. You cannot just confine yourself to your books and you say that this is the score I get and this is going to see me through. Because your interviews, your group discussions, everything will come if you're groomed that way to face the crowd. You know how to organize. You are having those skill sets which takes you through. And getting to NUS with the ranking in the world, it's in fact quite commendable. And I'm so glad that we are just not for IITs this year. We had children who have cleared NID, National Institute of Designing, which is again the toughest entrance exam. 2 girls getting All India rank 25 and 35 without coaching and being in the school for regular school hours and doing all the activities and participating in it, demand a great applause, in fact. Great applause. We had children going to MBA, we had children going to almost all the IITs. I was listening, IIT Bombay we had All India rank 4, I think, and backed by Raghav. All India rank 19 by Molly, and then All India rank some 67, again by one of the child, Harsh Taya. We had NID All India rank 25 and 35. We had Tri-City toppers. We had a lot to be proud of. But then I feel, yes, it's fine what we have achieved, let's move ahead. Because this is the batch which has performed. They are going to make their parents and everybody proud. But you, the children sitting there, I think these are your role models. Please give a lot of exposure to yourself. Whatever opportunity comes your way, try and learn how to balance. These 2 years, I remember Pranav and Sarvesh coming and talking to me. They were All India rank 1. They said, ma'am, it's only this 2 years where we are grilled to just for the competitive exams. But actually, to be very honest, in IITs, the courses are the toughest. But we are asked to take part in all the co-curriculars. Go for theatre, go for dance, go for music, go for performing art of any kind, go for sports. You'll have to. How would the children, balancing their studies there with all that is, that is required to build in your life skills? because you cannot be into an academic cocoon. You'll have to fight your way, struggle your way to be a balanced and a complete human being, and that's possible only when you're exposed to every kind of activity. Every kind where you explore the unexplored is when you find what you are in and what you want to be. So dear children, take every opportunity coming your way. Don't rest on your laurels. It's achieved, fine, be happy. But go ahead, move ahead, and I'm sure the sky will be the limit and you're going to scale heights. But remember, with all this, you are a Bhavanite. You'll always be a Bhavanite, and your Bhavan will be proud of you. But be great human beings, because it's human values which matter. It will not matter that you become the CEO of one of the greatest corporations of the world, maybe Tesla someday, maybe Google someday. It's you. You may rule the world with your political articulation. You may do everything and anything, but remember, the first thing is be a good human being. It's only then you'll be remembered forever. If you live for yourself, you only live for you. But when you live for others, you live forever. And when you live forever, you are remembered as an immortal. So make your life immortals by your deeds. God bless you all. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am, for always motivating us with your inspiring words. Now I request Mrs. Geeta Devan to kindly propose vote of thanks.
A very warm namaste to one and all present here. It is with great pleasure that I share with you this delightful morning to celebrate our achievements. As we know, education is more than what happens inside the four walls of the classroom. Here, we are fortunate to have a supportive management, a very learned and visionary principal, a hard-working staff, and ever-cooperating parents. We would fail in our duty without extending a heartfelt thanks to all those who have contributed actively or passively to bring this crowning glory to the institution. On behalf of Madam Principal, I extend a formal vote of thanks to our worthy parents. Dear parents, the entire Bhavan family acknowledge your active and positive role in your children's life. We express our gratitude and due respect for your sacrifices, as it's true that your today's sacrifice will bring better tomorrow for your children. We really salute you for your unconditional efforts. We also extend our sincerest thanks to the Art and Computer Department for providing us with jubilant ambience. Many thanks to all the teaching and non-teaching faculty for their continuous help for the smooth conduct of the event. I thank the members of press and media fraternity in anticipation that they would give a well-deserved coverage to our event. We also appreciate the alumni for guiding the path of their juniors and for being a part of the Achievers Talk. I extend my congratulations to all the achievers and wish you the very best for your future endeavor. I am confident that you will prove to be a true Bhavanite by spreading the fragrance of the values imbibed here. Thank you so much.
A good event never ends in the world. They only take a pause and keep us waiting for the next. At the end, once again, I congratulate all the meritorious students. Now I request everyone to kindly rise for the national anthem.
Himalaya. IAS retired, Madam Manju Gupta ji, Srimati Amar Kulban Kaur ji, Srimati Amar Kulban Singh ji, my apologies, and Principal Ms. Gulshan Kaur, all the revered parents and my dear students. I welcome you all on behalf of Bhavan Vidyalaya Panchkula. My name is Ashu Gupta and I am a teacher here. या यूं कहें, शिक्षक हूं और हीरे तराशता हूं, और इसे ऐसे भी कह सकते हैं, भवन मनों में आस पैदा करता है, भवन मनों में आस पैदा करता है, भवन मनों में विश्वास पैदा करता है, भवन मनों में आस पैदा करता है, भवन मनों में विश्वास पैदा करता है। अरे मिट्टी की तो बात ही कुछ और है, भवन तो पत्थरों में भी घास पैदा करता है। Thank you everyone. I feel delighted and privileged to welcome Colonel D.S. Cheema sir amongst us. He is a great motivator and has always kept us motivated.
Thank you for coming.
Thanks. Bhavan Vidyalaya Panchkula is a legendary institution. Its students are known to spread their gleam from Mauritius to Macau. And today, they are gathered here to celebrate the feats of Bhavanites. It's a great privilege to be a part of today's celebration. And today, it is not mere a prize distribution function. It is a day to fuel the future. It is an opportunity to give the nation able citizens. It's the confluence of intellect and aspiration, a convergence that weaves a tapestry of excellence. It is Medha Manyata Divas. And on this Divas, on such an auspicious occasion, let's start the day. Let's start the day with illumination. Let's illuminate the session with a lamp in lamp lighting ceremony. I request Vice Chairman Shri A.N. Mathurji and all other dignitaries to please come forward for lamp lighting. I also request Principal Ms. Gulshan Kaur to escort all the guests. I request Madam Sonia Bali and Ms. Anita Ranjan also to come.
Sadamaya
and bytes make data. Lots of data together makes information. On the basis of this information, there comes knowledge. And the highest form of knowledge is wisdom. And you know, bridges and walls are made of same material, but walls divide and bridges connect them. Bridges connect people. So let's use our wisdom and construct the right one. By invocation, we have activated the positivity, and it is the time to nurture this positivity. Let's multiply the positive vibes of the day. Let's begin the day with a powerful prayer to Almighty, present throughout this universe in various forms. I invite students for Sarvdharma prayer.
आप सभी को हमारा सादर प्रणाम। अब हम आपके समक्ष सर्वधर्म प्रार्थना प्रस्तुत करने जा रहे हैं। आप सभी से हमारा नम्र निवेदन है कि अपने हाथ ध्यान मुद्रा में लेकर बैठे रहें।
Yeah.
Thank you, students. Thank you very much for such a powerful prayer. Ladies and gentlemen, it is an honor to present to you a musical gem that has woven its melodious threads into the fabric of classical Hindi music. A classical masterpiece which originated in 1970s under the tutelage of Ustad Sultan Khan in Indore. And this song has been a part of many Bollywood movies. It stands rooted in the beguiling raga of Ahir Bhairav, originating in early 1970s. This composition has evolved into a melodic marvel that resonates through time. The song is Albela Sajan Ayore. I request our Kathak students to present the same song. I invite Vice Chairman Shri A. N. Mathurji on the dais to encourage the students and our achievers.
Good morning. members of the managing committee, the principal, the staff, and dear students, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. It is a great delight for me to be here this morning. We are also honored by the presence of Mrs. Amar Kulwan Singh to be here today for our function. A very warm welcome to you, ma'am. You have always been and still are a member of the Bhavan family, and we continue to look forward to your guidance. Whenever I attend functions in this school, especially the cultural part and all others, I always think I have seen the best program. And the next time I say, oh, this is even better. So today the starters, this dance performance was absolutely fantastic. To those who are receiving prizes and medals today, sorry, pardon me for my throat, bad throat. For those who are getting the prizes today, I say congratulations, shabash, and may you do even better in life. For those who are waiting in the wings, your time will also come. A little more effort probably is required, and then you will also soar high in these skies. Knowledge, as was mentioned just now, is extremely important, has always been so. Knowledge and education lead to enlightenment and help us becoming better human beings. Academics, the school has shown the way of how excellent our pupils have done, not just in the school exams, but later on in life as well, by getting into some of the best, the finest institutions available in the country and also abroad. Academics, no doubt, is important, but for the total development of the personality, sports, extracurricular activities are important. But I place an even higher value to being people who are considerate, people who are humane, people who are ready to help, and to be able to work as a team. Individual brilliance is very good, but when the individual brilliance combines, then I think that is where the real pleasure is. That is where the real light is. Probably divine light. Just before we came in here, as we were waiting in the principal's room, it was mentioned, Colonel Saab here mentioned about people becoming better citizens. And I fully endorse to you that it is right from our childhood, from our school stage, that we must learn the niceties of civility. I use the word civility in a very broad sense, in the sense of generosity. Generosity not merely in financial terms, generosity in sharing your knowledge, generosity in sharing almost everything that is there. And the aim of the school has been to have an all-round personality of our students. And when I see many of them passing out of the school and doing well elsewhere, there is a sense of satisfaction that we are on the right track. The school is doing its very best. And of course, a great contribution to that is from the parents. Because the school hours are limited. The child spends a lot of time at home, and the environment at home that the parents provide also helps to shape the life to come. Therefore, my gratitude to all the parents for bringing up their children on the same lines as we strive to do in the school. These are subjects on which one can go on for very long, but I think some very interesting programs await us. I would also like to convey that the Chairman, Justice Garg, for medical reasons he has not been able to attend today, but has asked me to convey to all of you, the children here, his congratulations to all of you, and for putting in so much effort, and all the good wishes for you in life. I'm also happy that we are moving in a direction for which our founder chairman had a vision. And it is deeply satisfying that we are moving on the same path. Well, we look forward to the rest of the program and wish you all the best for this. And I particularly like the phrase, कि आप हीरा तराशते हैं. With that, thank you very much, all of you, and good luck.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. It's time to showcase the creativity of our students. Yes, our teachers have burned midnight oil. After long toil, year-long toil, our dynamic editorial team has come up with school magazine for the session 2021-22. The name of magazine is Medha Manyata. I request our Vice Chairman Shri K.N. Mathur ji and other members of Manji Committee to come forward to release the magazine. I also request our guiding light by the Principal, Mrs. Gulshan Kaur, to escort them. I also request the Editor-in-Chief, Ms. Prerna Joshi, and her team to accompany them. Thank you, sir. Thank you, ma'am. So, dear parents, dear achievers, let's start. Let's begin with the celebration. But before we start, I have a question. Question is, how's the Josh? How's the Josh? Students, how's the Josh? Very good, thank you. So let's begin. And to begin, I would like to start with a category of awards which is sponsored by the principal. And for the same, I invite a great visionary, a guiding light, Madam Principal, Ms. Gulshan Kaur, on the stage. I request Ms. Sonia Patti, the Vice Principal, and Headmistress, Mrs. Anita Ranjan, to escort them. So let's begin. And the category begins with a genius. Yes, the name of award is Science Genius. And for this award, we have a student, for about which I can say one and only. Student could not make today, but his parents are here to receive the award. The name of student is Kabir Sandhu. He has got Science Genius Award. Kabir has been twice topper in sciences. He is studying at IIT Roper. He represented India in Promise program of maths at Boston University. Next, I invite our meta lead, Mudil Goyal. I think Mudil is on the way. He may be reaching very soon. And now I would like to invite our next student, Ambika Prakash Khaji. Ambika could not make it today. Her sister, Radhi, is here to receive the award. Ambika has been a marvelous organizer. She is getting the award in Marvelous Organizer category. And presently she is doing philosophy honors at Lady Shri Ram College, Delhi University. Next we have Bhavan's pride, Raghav Goyal. His father is here to receive the award. Parents Raghav achieved All India rank 4 in JEE Advanced. He is KVPY scholar and he scored 97.4% marks in class 12. Next we have Ashish Jodh Singh. Honestly speaking, I feel short of words when I talk about Ashish Jodh Singh. Very gifted child, talented, sincere, with very high moral value, high character, humble, hardworking, and much more. Thank you, ma'am. Right. For the next category, I would like to invite Colonel D.S. Chima. I request Madam Principal Ms. Gulshan Kaur to please escort him. Sir, this is the category for excellence in academics for 3 consecutive academic years. And in this category, students have to win scholar badge for 3 consecutive years. And it's not very easy task. Very hardworking, consistent performers are required. And in this category, students are getting a citation from our side. Yes, the first achiever here is Hazel Dhawan. Her parents are here to receive the award. Hazel is bright and courageous. Next we have Agrima Garg. She is generous and confident. She justifies her name, Agrima, ahead. Next, I invite Anvi Mittal. Anvi is sincere and responsible. Siddharth Goyal. Siddharth, the considerate one. Next we have Saksham Jindal. Saksham, intelligent, confident, daring. Now we have Nishchay. Nishchay, the think tank, the obedient boy. Now I invite Ratul P. Mohan. Ratul is known for his scientific temperament. Now I invite Arnav Jan. Arnav, sincere, hard-working, well-organized. I call upon Samya Gupta. Samya, obedient, smiling, hardworking. Next we have Om Garg. Om is maths wizard. He is a silent worker as well. Now I invite Nishtha, the sincere one. Sincere and silent. Now I invite Chainit. Chainit means the chosen one, right? He is very sincere. Next we have Raghav Garg. Raghav is maths wizard. Raghav, I would like to invite Rehman Bhatkar. Rehman, the all-rounder. Next we have Arushi Mukherjee. Yes, audience, hold your breath. Now I invite those students who have achieved double hat trick. I mean, in this category, our achievers have shown consistent results and have won scholar badges for 6 consecutive years. In this category, I would like to invite Lakshay Bansal. Lakshay, well-behaved and disciplined. Next we have Sunidhi, the responsible one, very sincere, and she is bestowed with a very melodious voice as well. Next we have Kartik Jan. Kartik is all-rounder, compassionate and disciplined. Next I would like to call Vanya Gupta. She possesses a very pleasing personality, known for her smile. Vanya Gupta. Next we have a very dedicated child, Harnoor Sandhu. Dedicated, sincere, obedient, Harnoor Sandhu. Next we have a child, Nehal Khurana, the all-rounder, smiling one. Look at her smile, look at the charm. Mishita, quiet, calm, and sincere. Next we have Divya Sood. Divya is divine, intelligent, and is known for his out-of-the-box thinking. Next we have Tanmay Kumar. Thank you, students. I request our worthy principal, Ms. Gulshan Kaur, to present a planter to Chima sir as a token of our gratitude. Now we'll witness India's ancient wisdom. It's used for holistic wellness, promotes harmony, strengthens mind-body unity. It's our cultural treasure. Any guesses? Okay, we have a special day dedicated to it. That is celebrated in June. Yes, we have yoga. And let's witness a yoga performance. And I invite the team of our yoga students, prepared by yoga maestro of our school, Ms. Shivani and Ms. Meenakshi. I invite yoga students.
योगेन चित्तस्य पदेन वाचा मलं
योपाकरोत्तममा प्रवरं मुनीनां पतञ्जलिं प्राञ्जलिरास्मि योगेन चित्तस्य पदेन वाचा मलं शरीरस्य च वैद्यकेन योपाकरोत्तममा प्रवरं मुनीनां पतञ्जलिं योगेन चित्तस्य पदेन वाचा मलं शरीरस्य च वैद्यकेन योपाकरोत्तममा प्रवरं मुनीनां शरीरस्य च वैद्यकेन योपाकरोत्तममा
I request Madam Shrimati Manju Gupta ji to come forward to felicitate our achievers. I also request Madam Principal, Ms. Gulshan Kaur, to escort her to stage. Please, ma'am. Let's begin. First, I would like to invite Saliha Khan. Saliha achieved 95% marks in class 10. She is sincere and hardworking. Next we have Mayank Sinha. His parents are here to receive the award. Mayank is well known for his scientific temperament. He is a very good orator. Next we have Manas. Manas, the meticulous one and sincere one. His smile is charming. Okay, next we have Arnav Tuknath. Arnav is well behaved, very disciplined. Next we have Rehmat Bhatia, an outstanding student, a poetess basically, yeah, a poetess and an all-rounder. Next we have Raghav Goyal. Raghav achieved 99 marks in chemistry and 100 marks in music. He achieved 90% marks in aggregate in class 12. Raghav Goyal. Raghav, you have Nimrit Grover. Nimrit displayed proficiency in food production. He scored 100 marks in food production and currently he is pursuing hotel management from IHM Musa Road. After Nimrit we have Ambika. Ambika Prakash Thachi. Her sister Gabri is here to receive the award and Ambika is pursuing her graduation from Devi Shri Ram College, Delhi. Next we have Tanmay Arora. His parents are here to receive the award. Tanmay scored 90% marks in aggregate in class 12. All these students are receiving a citation. Now we have next category of class toppers, and in this category students are getting a citation and a cash award of rupees 1500. Let's begin with the topper of class 9, Rajit Bishnoi. Next we have a matchless child, Ashish Jodse. Very quickly, sincere. Next we have Pratyush Sandhwar. Pratyush is not here. Okay. His parents are here to receive the award. Pratyush, he is the topper of non-medical. Next we have Ishita. She secured first position in class 11 medical stream. Ishita. Srishti Arora, the topper of class 11 commerce. Garima secured first position in class 11 humanities. After Garima, we have a gifted child, Kabir Sandhu. His parents are here to receive the award. Kabir scored 99 in physics, 99 chemistry, 100 mathematics, 100 in web application, and 99 in English. Next we have Ishan Buleria. Ishan, quiet and sincere one. He secured top position in class 12 medical. And currently he is pursuing his MBBS from Indira Gandhi Medical College, Shimla. Now we have Udita Kochiyar. She secured first position in 12th Commerce and displayed proficiency in the subject of business studies by scoring 100 marks. Next we have the parents of Parisha Shekhar. Parisha Shekhar secured first position in class 12 humanities, displayed proficiency in food production by scoring 100 marks. She scored 99 in painting and she scored all India rank of 4 in the entrance exam of National Institution of Fashion Design. In national entrance of Institute of Technology Design, she scored all India rank of 224. And presently she is doing Bachelor of Design from National Institute of Design, Ahmedabad. Your parents, our class 10 and class 12 result was exemplary. In class 10, in all we had 217 students. Out of them, all of them passed with flying colors. 3 students scored 99% and above. 63 students scored more than 95% marks. And 149 students scored 90% and above. The class average of class 10 result was 91%. Request Madam Principal to present a token of gratitude to Mrs. Manju Gupta. Parents, our class 12 result was also very good. In sciences, we had 62 students. All 62 passed with flying colors. The class average in result was 87.42%. In commerce, there were 17 students. And everyone passed 100% result, and the class average was 86.98%. We can say 87%. Humanities 42 on 42, and the class average was 91%. Thank you, ma'am. Khayal means thought. Yes. Khayali is also a style of singing, and we have a bandish in Hindustani classical music, and our students are presenting it. Let's enjoy it. Thank you, students. Now I request our Vice Chairman, Shri A.N. Mathur ji, to grace the stage to felicitate our achievers, I also request Madam Principal, Ms. Gulshan Kaur, to escort him to stage. This category of awards, I personally call him Versatile Bhavan, because here we honor the achievers in different skills, different walks of life, like dramatics, dance. Let us see. Let's begin with a child who is creative, artistic, Sharad Goyal. Sharad has got the award for being best in dramatics. So we hope to see him very soon, maybe in some movie or a better place. Next we have Niyati. Niyati is charming and sincere. Next I call upon Naina Sharma. Naina is a part of school corps. She is a change maker, member of Change Makers Club, sincere and active. And you have witnessed her dancing skills, right? Next we have Tanmay Arora. Tanmay Arora is computer wizard and he is pursuing his education from Christ University in Finance and Marketing. His parents are here to receive the award. Next we have Vidushi Chauhan. Vidushi, the sincere one, a great singer, dancer, girl with a charming smile, and an educated one. She is doing her engineering from Amity University. Next we have Vaibhav Sahajpal. He is best in PPT making. Vaibhav is an IT wizard. He is very good in presentation. Vaibhav Sahajpal. Next we have parents of Parisha Shekhar. Parisha has been best in creative work. A very creative child. Next I call upon Soumya Rai Gupta, a silent worker, sincere and dedicated one. I don't think there is any height which this child cannot achieve. Manas is getting it for being best in comparing. He is a Hindi orator. Aradhya Vashisht for being best in English comparing. Aradhya is all-rounder, an excellent orator and debater. She is outstanding in her comparing skills. Next we have Saliha Khan. Her parents are here. See, she is here. Saliha Khan. She is best in debates, declamation, good orator, and in academics also she is matchless. Next, Mayank Sinha. I request his parents to receive the award. Mayank has got it for being best in debating and declamation. He is a great debater, great orator, obedient, has scientific temperament. Next, Nehal Khurana. She is the best library user, all-rounder, a responsible one. Now the hat-trick boy, Ashish Jot Singh, for being the best house captain. Not only academics, in other fields also he is there. Arnab Putnaik. After academics, he is getting in best behaved category for class 9th and 10th, a disciplined and well-mannered child. Khushbu Chadda, best behaved child in class 11th and 12th category. She is an all-rounder, a great debater, very active, obedient as well. Next, Anvi Muradia, my personal favorite. A great dancer, a great organizer, and there is nothing that she cannot do. She possesses lots of organizing skills. Next, Akarsh Kakkar, most responsible child. He is a member of school corps as well. Akarsh Kakkar. Again, Nehal Khurana, most regular child. She is all-rounder and I believe it's her third award, so happy girl. Angad Singh, he is most regular in class 9, sincere child. Next we have Shivam Agrawal, for being most regular child in class 10. He is very hardworking, very sincere and polite. Bhavna, most regular child in class 11. Next we have Udita Kochiyar, most regular child. She got 100% marks in her studies and she also got first position in class 12 commerce. Ishan Bhatta, he is a very responsible one, the most voluntary child in class 9th and 10th category. Next we have Shaurya Chaudhary, the most voluntary student, responsible one. They can take any responsibility. Next we have the parents of Mudil. He is getting for Mathali category, Mudil. I request all the achievers to come for the group photograph. So I request you to be on stage only. I also request Madam Shrimati Amar Kulwant Singh ji to please come on the stage. I request Madam Sonia Babri to please escort her on stage. Parents, whenever we talk about books and new ideas, we miss the insightful guidance of our ex-chairman, Shri Kulwant Singh ji IAS. His ideas will keep us inspiring. And the ideology that is guiding us is, कट गए हैं हाथ इस फनकार के तो क्या हुआ, कट गए हैं हाथ इस फनकार के तो क्या हुआ, हुनर तुमको अब निगाहों से सिखाया जाएगा। कट गए हैं हाथ इस फनकार के तो क्या हुआ, हुनर तुमको अब निगाहों से सिखाया जाएगा। अरे अब तो परिंदे आसमान छूकर ही लौटेंगे, क्योंकि उन्हें ऐसे अंदाज से उड़ाया जाएगा, उन्हें ऐसे अंदाज से उड़ाया जाएगा। And our next category of achievers is the same, in which we felicitate the extraordinary achievers. First category is the prizes sponsored by head office. So let's call upon the student for a very prestigious award. It's C. Subramaniam Award for the year 2021-22 in class 5 to 8 category. And the award goes to the hat-trick girl, Nehal Khurana. in this category will get a citation, a medal and a cash prize of rupees 500. Same category, C. Subrahmanyam Award for the year 2022-23, class 9th and 10th category goes to Saliha Khan. For the prestigious C. Subrahmanyam Award for the year 2022-23, class 11-12 category, I call upon our proud Vidushi Chauhan. And the School Time Achievement Award goes to Nimrit Grover. Nimrit is pursuing social management from IHL in Karur. He was a part of school corps, a very talented child. Yes. Now, it's time for the award, the most awaited award. This award was established in the fond memory of our ex-chairman, Shri Kulwant Singh Ji. And this prestigious award goes to a child whose name is Kabir Sandhu. His parents are here to receive the award. Kabir has been an extraordinary achiever. He did very well in his academics. He was twice topper, has represented India in Promise program of maths at Boston University, and currently he is studying at IIT. It's time for house trophies. We always call Bhavan family. So in our house, I request for the group photograph. Yes, the last category of award, house trophies. So the best house in science is Satyam House. And for Satyam House, I invite Ms. Geeta Sharma along with the students. Geeta ma'am, we won't let you go anywhere because next we have Best House in Maths, and the award for Best House in Maths goes to Satyam House. house in academics, and the best house in academic is Shivam House. Next we have Best House in Core Curricular Activities. And the prize goes to Sundaram House. Miss Anjali along with her students and teachers. Yes, last and the best one. Yes, last and the best, because it's all-round best house. All-round best house. The trophy goes to Sundaram House, Miss Anjali and her students. Best house trophy goes to Sundaram House. I request Madam Principal to present a token of gratitude to Sir and Ma'am. Madam Sonia Papi, the Vice Principal, to offer a formal vote of thanks.
Thank you, Mr. Ashu. Namaste to the august audience present in the hall. Quoting Nelson Mandela, education is the most powerful weapon which you can use to change the world. I unquote. With these wise words in mind, and with a symphony of achievements echoing in air, we gathered here to celebrate our annual prize distribution function, Medha Manyata Divas. We would feel in our duty without extending a heartfelt thanks to the efforts and contributions of all those who have made this eminent day possible for us. On behalf of respected Principal Ma'am, Srimati Gulshan Kaur, I take the privilege to extend a gratification to Justice Shri G.C. Garg ji, Chairman Bharatiya Vidya Bhavan, Managing Committee, Panchkula Kendra, for always being so supportive and encouraging. My sincere thanks to the esteemed members of Kendra and School Management Committee for their gracious presence, which has made the day all the more special for all of us. Heartfelt gratitude to Shrimati Amar Kulwant Singh for gracing the occasion. Ma'am, your presence motivates not only the students but all the faculty members. Thank you, ma'am, for coming. I place on record the support of our worthy parents. Thank you for entrusting us with the education of your children. Your partnership in their growth journey is a cornerstone of our success, and we are grateful for your continued trust. Sincere thanks to the Rainbow Photo Studio for making our functions live in our memories. Heartfelt thanks to the press and media fraternity in anticipation that they will give
a well-deserved coverage to our event. Lot many thanks to the non-teaching staff for their continuous support. Finally, I extend my deepest appreciation to our dedicated and passionate team of educators whose unwavering commitment to nurturing knowledge and creativity within our students is commendable. Each achievement celebrated today is a testament to your dedication. And to my incredible students, your hard work, determination, and spirit have been truly inspiring. Each achievement, big or small, is a stepping stone towards your dreams. Remember that your efforts today will shape the leaders of tomorrow. I will conclude this memorable day with a shalok in Sanskrit. Vidya dadati vinayam, vinayad yati patratam, patratvad dharmapnoti, dhanad dharmam tatah sukham. Means, knowledge gives humility. From humility comes worthiness. From worthiness, wealth. And from wealth, one gets dharma. And from dharma, happiness. May this day serve as a reminder that with dedication and positive spirit, there are no limits to what we can achieve. Thank you once again and congratulations to all. Now may I request each and everyone to rise for national anthem. I'm so sorry, the August gathering, I'm so sorry, we are left with one presentation of cultural item. So I will trouble you once more to rise for national anthem. Before that, let's view the hard work put in by the Kathak students for the last cultural item of the event.
mesmerizing performance. I felt spellbound. Thank you, student. And now I request all the parents to please rise for the national anthem.
जन गण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत